It sometimes felt more like a job than a game, and I played to actually get my mind away from my job, not sit and waste my time doing stupid things, which felt like a job. So yeah, that's now I want to play something I have a pleasure playing. Otherwise, I don't want to waste my time. It's the same watching a movie which is 4 hours long, and after 10 minutes you know you don't want to watch that movie. Then you don't continue for 4 hours, do you? I hope this is the right address. I've noted down. Otherwise, I'm going somewhere completely different from where I thought I was going. People have come up with fancy names for the glyphs, but I can't see all the things people have named them. Yeah, no, I fully understand that. That's it's really that oh dear. It's really that feeling that you just have to sit and get that daily thing done, and that has several times lately done it that I don't want to play those games because I feel it turns too much into kind of I started having that thought that no, fuck it, I'm too old to sit and grind games, and I don't have any pleasure doing it. Yeah. I mean, you know what? One thing I always loved with World of Warcraft, for instance, that was the whole leveling up process, going through everything up, and then you came all the way up to top level, and the end game, it was just grinding, and you need to do a number of daily quests one way or another, and yeah, you needed to add a little bit extra gear to fucking hell, you're sitting there, and it sometimes felt like you were in the coal mines. Not that I ever been in the coal mines, but I could imagine how that would feel. But yeah, it's these little things. Where did you come from? I do think it's important that you enjoy what you're doing, and if you don't do, then you are on the wrong path. I read something on Reddit about some guy who had bought a game. I think he had paid $60 for it. And he wrote that because he had bought it, he felt he had to play it. And he absolutely didn't enjoy it, but he wanted the value of his money worth in game time. And I was thinking, you know what? I would have cut my losses and said, sod it. But I mean, that's one of the reasons I have things like Xbox Game Pass, because then I can play games as different as I want to, when I want to, and I don't have to pay for them unless they disappear and I enjoy them. But then again, I'm very happy to actually kind of pay for a game. Oh shit, it's bad weather. I have no problem actually paying for games I enjoy. Yeah, well, I would say I played World of Warcraft for, well, since 2005, so you can, and I actually stopped playing pretty much a year's time ago because I didn't enjoy it anymore, and I felt it had gone pretty much in the wrong direction. I don't think they took care of their player base, and it's such a shame, because if they just listen a little bit to the players, and I'm not talking to the players who complain that things are too hard, because I actually think sometimes it have to be hard. If everyone gets everything handed over without having to do anything for it, the value is non-existent. And that's the thing that where I think that there is way too many snowflakes nowadays, because people complaining that it's hard to get a specific thing, but I think that's wrong. Nothing is so hard it can't be done. It just takes a little bit of skill and time to do it. Yeah, I agree. But if you have to work to get something, no matter what game it is, That's well, I must admit, I don't know Destiny, so I might be talking out of my arse right now. But if you can get an item, but you have to work for it, you have to solve something to get to it. Yeah, let's say you had to do some goals and you would get something in game with make you better or well, let's say what I'm doing right now. I'm chasing a living ship, and if that was tough but doable, that wouldn't bother me. I feel it's a little bit when I then get whatever I get out of it. I know what I get out of it, but whatever I get out of it, I know I've worked for it, and it has given me the pleasure that I actually have achieved it. Jesus, there's a lot of noise on this planet. And I don't mind working for things, but if you kind of just could go in and it was handed to you without doing anything, then it has no value. So how many lost travelers do I actually have to find? No, I feel that if the grind get too much, I feel when you start a new save, there's a lot of grind on getting resources, but after a while you start hoarding up, and it's actually not too bad. There's of course always things you don't have you want. Like our phosphorus, we wanted it, and well, so %33%. So that means I need to find 2 more. Okay. Okay. I guess I can do that. Yeah, I must admit I'm tempted to try a permanent save, but as I know, I'm extremely clumsy sometimes, so I actually might kill myself. Then it's game over, but I might at some point do it, but
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
well, I have started new saves, especially because my original one was fucked up because of too many updates, so it's just how it is, and I took that as it was, and no, well, and kind of, well, I was, and I thought when I started streaming, then yeah, it was probably better to start from scratch, also as I wanted to kind of help people if they were inexperienced or stuck or whatever it could be, because I got so many questions from people, so I thought, well, that might be a good idea and actually start from scratch to show it is not as hard as some people make it. But I would say if I should start, what am I doing here? Can't see what I'm doing, so I better put it down until this temperature has gone fine. Now I say the only other reason I would have to create new saves would be something like if I wanted to go play pirate or something like that. I would not mix that with my normal save, i.e. the one I'm playing. I really don't want to have the authorities on my back all the time. On this one. could in a way be interesting and go pirate, smuggling and all those kind of things. Even though I do some smuggling, so that's I just forget I do it, so I don't sell the stuff I have. Oh. So that's another typical me. Oops. I'm glad to hear that, and I think. I mean, I have used Reddit a lot and websites in the past because I was stuck on things when I played, and I do think if we can help each other, then it's a great thing. And I do hope we can build a little community here where actually we can help each other if needed. That would please me quite a lot. For some reason my chat has don't do that. I just killed my chat. That was not the smartest I could have done. I just need to pop it out again. So, luckily I have all still, so that is good. Yeah, it is. Oops, it is all about having sharing interest, and that's and it doesn't have to sit only on the game. I mean, I had a couple of funny conversations which I'm quite happy about. But I mean, some of the advices we have gotten from other has been very useful. As well, so it's not just me, it's all of us. And I actually hope that if any new players come around, that they are not too scared to ask if there is something they are stuck on or don't know, because I mean we can help out quite a bit with those things. Yeah. No, I'm really glad when we can help each other. That's and the thing is, sometimes we encounter something we don't know how to deal with, and hopefully someone can give some tips and hints. And the thing is, we can even chit-chat about other things than the game as well. That's equally good, I find. Yeah, I mean, I love traveling, I love good food, so I can talk a lot about that.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I would like to finish this before I might have to go mold mode here because it gets very warm. It's not so much the temperature, it's more I can't see what I'm doing. Oh.
Technology recharge.
So now we have to wait for the weather to stabilize a little bit, but yeah, no, I really hope that people won't be shy to ask if they have issues or questions about the game, because I'm always willing to help if that is, if I can, but most of the questions I've gotten so far I have been able to help out with. The thing is, I heard a lot of people had, no, not a lot, some people had problems with the last update, that the game crashes all the time. Mine is actually fine now, after the latest update. The Utopia one was worse for me. And that caused a lot of crashes on my behalf. I think you were hit by the same. Have you had any problems with the latest update? You know, I have not had, knock on wood, had any issues with the latest update. I had with the Utopia one, that there I almost had a crash per game session. Or more, even, which were not the most interesting thing. My own reality, my also. So my own reality, I'm not quite sure what that implement and where that is. It's a little bit interesting, but must kill all humans. So and Hey. Guess that was it. Oh, it's predators. Yeah. Yeah. It's but it's also, if you put them next to each other so you get bonus, that's that can really give a lot as well. So now it's back to where I came from. Almost. But the thing is, also, and that's one I haven't decoded 100%. It's those supercharged slots. They can even give more, so to speak. So you can get some ridiculous output out of it if you where is it? I have this one is supercharged, and I put my hyperdrive on it, and that gave me quite a lot, but can't remember which one of them. I think it's this one. So I put that one on instead, then it actually jumped 20 higher. So it's really about kind of grinding it sometimes. That was lower. Yeah. If you really find the ship where everything is... Why is that there? Belonged there. But that's what I meant when I said at some point you might have to kind of fiddle around and then try to see exactly how it adds up, because it is sometimes you can get much more out of it than you already have if you really combine it right, but you have to sit and move around to find out. Oh, I need to go back there. So I'm back on normal track again, so that's so I say after today I will go on holiday mode until mid next week, and then hope I will be back. I hope that we quickly get things sorted out with internet, and well, it should be, but you never know really. If something can go wrong, it sometimes will go wrong, but then from mid next week, well, the thing is, I'd rather not promise anything, because I hate breaking promises if I can't keep them, but the thing is, as soon as I am set up and everything is fine, the only thing is I rather not I don't want to sit and stream to 1 o'clock in the morning and have to get up early to drive from Lincoln to Reading with a lot of with the moving van and stuff like that. So That's why I say I hope we by Wednesday can be so far that I can go back streaming again. But as I said, I rather not promise anything I can't hold. But if everything is ready before that, then of course I will come on, and the good those which are following me and has notifications on will get a message
Hostile ships approaching.
when I go live. So that's the good thing. Oh, I fully agree with you.
Hostile ships defeated.
And the thing is, driving 400 miles a day is a little bit demanding.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we calculated a round trip is roughly 350 miles, so that is going to take its toll, but that's what it is. When all is over and done with, then I will be very happy. And we will have a lovely house and a lovely big garden, and we will have green fields and nature just outside the door. That is that's the purpose with the whole thing. Yeah, that is. It's also what we have been talking about. Make sure we get a cup of coffee and a little break and stretch your legs. Even that's sometimes all you need. Some fresh air and just get your head away from the motorway. Well, I would say that the lucky part is the roads all the way is very, very nice, and the roads in Lincolnshire was extremely nice. They were quite wide for British standards, so I like that. Oh, there's an S1. Well, there's a treat for those who might be in the Eltiensleen galaxy. There is a S. I was not intending to that. An S-class multi-tool. So here is the clips for this system, and it's on the space station, so it's easy to find. So if anyone wants to go there, here you are. And yeah, as was mentioned, that actually have some very interesting features. So I already have an S1 which is filled up, so that's why I'm not going for it, but it will be there for anyone who wants it. Yeah, I would say for me the supercharged slots on the multi-tool would go to my scanner, so I earn more coins. That is the way I earn a lot of money, is by scanning. Especially when you can get some more rare creatures, for instance, then I get $500,000 from each of them. So that is. Oh yeah. Okay, I see where you're coming at. I don't fight, so I don't need that. uh. I feel sometimes I don't do anything else but fighting, so I will say that now your idea is absolutely valid, but I have so many multi-tools now, so I'm not really going that route. But that said, I have a tendency to decide one thing and then tomorrow or next time I change my mind and say, maybe I've done that several times. Okay, I got 2 warp cells out of them. Yeah, that's useful sometimes. That was some boring. Actually going to take that one. Will bring me to a trade station, hopefully. Now the funny thing is, my daughter very often do some sound checks. Just to make sure the sound is good and stuff like that, because I have no clue when I'm sitting streaming whether the sound is as it should be, so she checks it a couple of times during the stream, and one day she had done it and she said, every time I checked you, you were fighting something. She's one of them who could sit and play this game and do nothing but making bases. Yeah, absolutely. It was, and I even ended getting angry and went for that Sentinel Freighter because I just got enough. They were on my back constantly. It's not been so bad today. I had a little bit fight with the corrupted ones, but that was quite quickly over and done with, so I did what I had to do, and then I went mole, and that was quite okay. Well, sometimes the best fight you can get is not fighting at all. I kind of like that kind of philosophy sometimes when I play. If I can avoid fighting where you normally would have to, that kind of pleases me.
Units received.
The funny thing is, I remember when I just started playing, that was my very first attempt, and I was struggling surviving because I had no clue what to do, and I managed. I think I died 1 or 2 times before I actually got the grasp of what I needed to do. And then I found an abandoned building, and again I had no clue what I was actually doing, and I saw the whispering eggs, and the first thing I did was I
Product received. Product
started fiddling around with them, and then all these horrors came swarming and killed me, and I was so pissed off. Yeah, but I think everyone has done that at some point. But I would say you learn from your mistakes, don't you? I must admit, I was literally saying, "What is this game? No matter what I do, I die." Ah, fucking hell. I had a lot of them, and now I sold them, so, God. You know what? I'm going to take the easy one here. I'm not going to fight a lot of sentinels to get one, so I will pick one up on my freighter. That is the easy solution with that. Yeah, the whispering eggs. I think many people have fallen into that trap because they actually didn't know what happens when you pick them up. But that actually made me kind of hate the horrors for a very long time, and as I grew stronger, gotten better gear and upgrades, I started chasing them just to kill them because they really annoyed me. I must admit, I have a little bit more laxed relationship with them now. Well, I still choose them when I have to kill animals because I find that no one would miss them. So now I'm here. I actually should take that one which has returned. Yeah. I do think it's a better way of doing it because no one would miss them if they were not around. So nearly 4 million coins for a frigate mission. That is not bad at all. So these are trade. Let's give them over. And then I need some. That was the wrong way. I need a gravitino ball. For that guy. So I should have one and send off as well. So, and back to where we were. Yeah, why not? I mean, that it's actually quite easy when you do it that way. And I mean, you get so many navigational data, so buy some maps for abandoned buildings is not an issue, I would say. It's kind of a win-win situation. The funny thing is, if you get a mission to yeah, I knew that would happen. Oh, God. Okay. Where is it? There it is.
Technology recharge.
Come on, move. Don't do that to me.
Technology recharge.
For some reason, my ship is not reacting. That's really annoying me.
Technology recharge.
Why is it not reacting?
Hostile ships deleted.
Yeah? They
Technology recharge.
came out of nowhere. No, but I think I was stuck on the Sentinel freighter. I have a tendency doing that. Sometimes I get too close and then I kind of get stuck on the fins or wings or whatever it is. I'm quite good at getting stuck. I must admit, I don't take any shit from them. Oops, wrong door. there was no timer on, so... No, it flies fine when I'm not sitting on the back of a freighter, so I think I got stuck. And then when you try to fly forward, it won't really react because you're stuck. Unless something is broken. Nothing which looks broken, so I think it's fine. Yeah, I've been very good with that. I even managed to get stuck in a trade station. Oh, it's a distress one. Then it's not on a trade station. No, I even sometimes done it where you have to defend the freighters, got stuck on them, so I actually took more of my health that way than from the fight. It's not really what I was supposed to do, but now I'm here. Because that's not where the guy is. I think. But as there's no time limit on, then I can actually do this as I saw it.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
It's been very few boxes I have found on trade stations today. Oh, weird. Very weird.
Technology recharge.
Oh well, better go back, get back to the mission. This could really have fucked me over if there's been timer on and I thought it was the trade station. Okay. That was not what I expected, but okay-ish. I was thinking it was not on a trade station, and then it was on a trade station.
Units received.
Good news is that there is stuff to buy.
Product received. Product received.
Well, no complaints on that. That was a win-win situation, I would say. Well, I will not complain about that. That would be a little bit harsh. So that went well. Didn't go exactly as I thought it would, but it actually panned out fine. So an S shuttle, if anyone is interested in that. We're on the space station. There's the coordinates. And it's in the Pivogar system. So if anyone is interested in that, then you can go, and we are in the Eltiensleen galaxy, so you need to be in the same galaxy to use the coordinates. But then you could camp out and get an S-class shuttle if you are interested in that. I must admit, I sold my shuttle today, so I had more space. But I can't really complain. I got 2 S-class ships today, so I do think I have only S-class ships now for all of mine, but I need to double check that though. No, that's actually wrong, because I have a Sentinel. No, it's not one which has appealed to me in any way. They say that it's the best one if you fly around on a single planet, so what I would wish you could do was actually to park it at your base, for instance, and you could use it there, but you have to call them and all that to use, so yeah. That's not really my biggest priority. So we are back to boring multi-tools again. This is a Viking system, so there's 2 times nanites, 1 on each side. So, anything we can sell. Wow, theoretically we could sell anything, but that's not what I want. I want to earn money, so that need to have some good percentages to sell it. Oh.
Units received.
There's some coinage there.
Units received.
And that's it. Well, every little helps. I keep having this thought that I will soon have gotten all the words, and then it seems like no. And yes, I know I can just check them in the list, but where's the fun in that? That's an interesting one. I always like the Explorer's design, but it's not a ship. Yeah, I know, and last time I looked at the list, it wasn't a lot I was lacking, but it's, yeah, well, they come when they come. That's, I'm just actually curious to see what comes out of it when you have them all. It must come as a milestone. I'll get some label core. That's just to do something. Haven't fought enough today. Fight it? I'm glad we talk about languages, and I can't even speak English now, so that's quite well done. No, that's true. It's bad when you need subtitles on someone from certain parts of Britain. Come on, go away.
Warning. Threat detected.
Yeah. The weird part is actually don't struggle as much as with the northern accents as I do with some of the more southern ones. I have been struggling with people from Cornwall sometimes. That's like listening to pirates. And of course, real Scousers, they can actually be quite difficult to understand. But I must admit, some of the northern accents, I find this. Georgie, yeah. I will say also sometimes when you hear some old Scot talk, it can sometimes be difficult as well. Well, that was it. I missed the building. How can I do that? Yeah, that's my experience as well. They can be very tricky, some of them. I used to work, have a colleague. He was from Turkey, but he had lived up in Scotland in many years. And he had this broken Scottish accent, and he could be bloody hard to understand. Whoop, that's mine. Yeah, but the funny thing was that he was introduced as Turkish, And then he started speaking, and that Scottish accent, that was really weird. Well, my son always talk about he went to Edinburgh with his work, and he came into a typical corner shop, and there was this Chinese guy behind the counter, which had a very thick Scottish accent. That was kind of a culture shock. Mostly because you don't expect that. Oh, something completely different.
Units received. Units received.
But you sometimes forget that there's immigrants everywhere, and not only in London, for instance.
Units received. Units received.
Okay. So I have to be smart here. That one goes there, that one goes there for now. That one needs more fuel.
Recharge.
And I will have to start refining them, because otherwise I can sit later and do that when the stream is over, and I don't want to do that. Even though I might have to. Yeah, it's kind of funny because before I moved to Britain, I always had more like an American accent, but when I heard recordings of myself on with Americans, I really sound like a Brit compared now. So I have picked up the British accent, but I still have quite a bit of accent myself, original accent as well, so it makes it very confusing sometimes. I funnily think that Reading is not the most dominant place accent-wise, because I do think that it's a quite subtle accent, but I don't know if I'm right. The worst part is you don't normally hear it. Yeah, I know people say that, but I don't really hear it. Oh dear. I'm always asked if I'm German. I don't know why. Yeah, but I mean, I do speak almost fluently German as well. So, uh, and I have dealt with a lot of Germans, and I don't feel my accent goes in that direction. But you are right. Danish is very Germanic language, and there is many similarities, but I personally don't feel that it's that close accent-wise. Otherwise, I will have to call my uncle Heinrich. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I once had a very, very funny experience. When, well, through many, many years, my family visited a campsite in Austria, and I've been coming there since I was a kid, and we knew the owners as well as you can, as repeating guests, but we went there some years ago. We decided to go camping in Europe and drive around. And we went there 2 or 3 years in succession. But that the campsite had been taken over by the oldest son, and the parents were dead, and but as I always spoke German with them, that was the normal thing, and I was sitting there talking to the owner in German, and her husband was talking to a Dane who was sitting telling him he could always hear if it was Dane speaking German. And the landlady I was talking to was almost pissing herself of laughter because she, of course, knew I was Danish and he had no clue. And he actually didn't believe that I was Danish until I started speaking Danish. That was really one of those, yeah, don't be so sure of yourself, because there are people who speak languages very, very well, and that's not always a certain. Well, I had another one. We came to a campsite in Germany, driving in a British car, and the guy at the campsite, he greeted me in very, very broken, bad English, and I then started speaking German to him, and he was like, "Oh, I have never met a Brit speaking so well German." I'm not British, I'm Danish. And he went, huh? Shit, there's time on this one. Oh, I should not be sitting laughing when I play. Oh dear. How much time did I have? Oh, 16 minutes. No need to stress. I think this is going to be the last mission of today, too, by the way. Yeah, I just realized that as well, so what I will do is, it can be. We always had a saying in our family, well, at least us who play games, just one more turn. And that has very often been the, oh dear, it was supposed to be one more turn, and then it actually turned out to be 3 hours later. So, what do we have here? So, I will use the time when I'm returning to hand in this. Oh dear. No, I'm not ending yet. Because I just saw something. Where was it? There. I can't leave a crashed freighter. That we can't end with that hanging. And you know that when you're sitting having fun playing a game, then it becomes a time sink. That's yeah, it actually is. I never thought this would be possible, but it's actually really good. That was such a lovely
Radiation protection.
advice he gave us there. I love the fact you don't actually have to dig down. Where is this one? The worst part is I almost know where they all are. Hello, little dog. There we are. You're not making any more accident with things today.
Extreme radiation detected.
Ah! So I only have the two open, one left, so let's go back to normal.
Radiation protection falling.
Should really not
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
go zero on these.
Technology recharge.
And I should really put
Technology recharge.
the one as well. So while I do this, I will say that I will not be back until the mid of next week. For those who don't know it, the reason is I am moving, so I need to make sure we have everything set up and I have internet before I can come back online. I will set myself as being on holiday. I know that's not completely true, but it is kind of a holiday. So, oh shit. Yeah, I have banned goods. I just got that. I think I'm in trouble now. Yeah, that will be pretty much that. I hope it will be straightforward and that would be nice if it is that. So yeah, but thanks for the good wishes, and I will say I will be back as quick as I can online again, but it's unfortunately something I have to do. I'm not going to sit and stream on my phone, but I'm not one of that kind of streamers. So I'll say thank you for watching, and I will wish you all a good night, a good evening, good day, wherever your time zone you are in. And as said, I hope I will be back mid next week. If you have followed, you can put on notifications so you can see when I get it online, and at least when I come on. But I will update the schedule on my Twitch page as well, as I know things. And I will give the cat and dog cuddles, and well, I'll take the dog out for a little walk before I go to bed. So I will do that, and you cuddle your cats from me, and see you when I'm back again. All take care, and thank you for watching.